Hi guys, how are you doing? I'm doing Capricorn's 2020 preview, okay? Quick announcements. I'd like for you to subscribe, like, share, or comment, okay, if this video resonates for you. If you need a personal reading, look in the description box, and if you need any type of like deliverance service from hexes, curses, witchcraft, that type of thing, there are like prayers or ministers down at the very bottom of my description box, okay? So now I'm going to get to the reading, okay? The first thing I'm going to go over with you is your career details for 2020. This, what it does is it shows you maybe what you might be drawn to or the energies around you. It does, if you see something in the reading, it doesn't determine what you are going to do or are not going to do, okay? If it's something that draws your interest, maybe then it might affect you in the year, okay? Maybe perhaps none of it draws your interest, and then as you go through the year, you may say, wow, I kind of heard about this, and maybe perhaps this could happen, you know? So tarot is kind of a way for you to maybe anticipate certain things. So maybe you have like a pre-plan or something like that, okay? So let me start with your career reading. Okay, so, and certain signs did not have that many cards. So you, Capricorn, were one of the signs. Like when it comes to the career reading, you guys have very few cards, okay? That could either mean that you're already doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you just don't have that many messages, okay? But in general, like with the personal, like I have some small cards, you guys didn't have a lot of cards either, okay? So I think Taurus, it was similar, and one other sign like didn't have a lot of cards, okay? Maybe perhaps you guys don't listen to tarot, and that's the reason why, okay? So the first card that I have for you is children, okay? Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Okay, the next card is books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Okay, time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. But this is in the reverse. So it is not time to decide, or you're not choosing based on your heart's desires, okay? Either or. So the next card is, it's so funny, heart's desires again, and it's in the reverse, okay? So something about your desires not being granted in regard to your life purpose for 2020. So far, that's the message. Okay, the energies are supporting, supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality, okay? So apparently the energies are not supporting, guiding, and protecting you during 2020 in regard to your heart's desires, okay? So it's almost like some people get the Dream a Beautiful Dream card. You guys might have that later on, but in regard to your career, so far that's not coming up for you, okay? So the next card is Speaker. So it says, your life purpose involves your skills of oration, okay? So maybe perhaps you're doing some type of public speaking activities in your community, your business, or in your family. The next card is Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. The next card is Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. Nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. And then this is the last of your, well, this is a Wealth Oracle card. Okay, so the Communicator. So twice you're using your vocal cords to express your feelings or make an impact on your community or on your family or business, okay? So the Communicator, words have power, okay? Okay, so now we're going to get a little bit into your personal life. Okay, so we have community, okay? So perhaps Capricorn, I don't know if your job is a job or if it is a community project that you're working on, but this card was horizontal like this, okay? So perhaps you are working within your community, but you do not have to be. Maybe perhaps you were working in your community and you're not. Or you are not working in your community, but now you may be thinking about it. Okay, so now we have angry woman, tenderness. So maybe, I'm not sure if this is in your community or if this is in your family. So maybe perhaps this is a feminine energy, and maybe perhaps she was vocally present in her community and she used to be more angry, but now she's being more loving and gentle and kind. Okay, so the next card is the Death card in the reverse. So maybe perhaps this is bringing life back to her career, to her organization, to her community. Okay, so maybe perhaps Capricorn is vocal in the community, and it was a skill that was not being desired because of maybe a coldness or something, but because Capricorn warmed up to a certain degree. Now, let me see what happens. Waiting. So maybe the community is waiting for Capricorn for some reason. And it doesn't have to be related to the community. It could just be in general. This could be personal in the home life. So if this were in the home life, it would be an angry woman in the home life showing tenderness to her family or children. And then that brings life back into the family, as opposed to angriness making people upset and stay away. And then someone is waiting in the family or in the community for Capricorn, okay? There is a surprise. At a country house. This card was horizontal, so it could be a country house, a city house, or just a house. So there's a surprise at a house. Somebody is waiting again. Is this a postal surprise, or I don't know, what is it? Surprise at a house. Something about constancy. Something is constant. Somebody's waiting constantly at a house. The next card is absence. So someone is waiting constantly at a house, but someone is absent. Okay. And then someone is having thoughts about something. So they're having thoughts about a lot of money. Somebody's dreaming and waiting maybe for a lot of money. Okay. And then someone gets into a quarrel. Waiting. Okay. Someone's waiting for a lot of money. The money is causing a quarrel. The next card is hope in the reverse. So there's no hope. No hope of a visit. From an enemy. I'm not sure if you wanted a visit from your enemy, but it seems like there's no hope for a visit from an enemy. Is this about a quarrel? About money? I'm not sure. Okay. The enemy is a protector. Or you have an enemy and you go get a protector. The protector is a lawyer. Okay. And then a letter in the reverse. There is no letter. Something is inconstant. Okay, so the next card is the consultant. So there is no consultant. Okay, journey. Okay, I believe journey was horizontal. So there may be a journey. Okay, there is no consultant because of a journey, maybe. So the lawyer maybe is not coming because it is too far away, or that's not his purpose to journey to you. I'm not sure. Okay. Success. Something is successful. I don't know if it's the journey or the consultant that didn't journey to you. Okay. So then we have a widow in the reverse. This can mean, okay, a woman who's married but the husband is not present, or a widower. I don't know which one. So there was success with something with the consultant, with the lawyer or something, but then someone is either a widower or a single person separated from her spouse. Okay? And okay, this person has a fright. So that's either a masculine who lost his wife, is afraid of something, or someone is afraid of someone passing away, or someone is afraid of a separation. I don't know which of those three. Okay, so see how quick that was? My other readings are very, very long. So I have one more set of cards. These are the bigger cards that are probably romantic. There's not a lot of them, but it might be maybe 20 minutes, okay? So it could be 25 minutes. Okay, so the next card is let your friends help you in the reverse. So do not let your friends help you, okay? Ask for and accept support from others. So you're not asking for and accepting support from others. Maybe in regard to a fright, in regard to a situation with your loved one who is either not present or passed away. Okay, so that might be interesting. I don't know why you're not asking for help from others. Maybe it's something really personal, and so you're being sensitive, so you're not telling people what's going on. So the next card is make the effort in the reverse. You're not making an effort toward this person. Maybe perhaps they are gone, or they scared you into leaving, or they scared you into thinking that they were going to pass away. So somebody is not making an effort, okay? Great love is worth taking the steps to, you're guided to take. So someone's just not making an effort toward love in the Capricorn relationship. It's either the Capricorn or the cross watcher. Okay. True love is in the reverse. This card was technically in the horizontal. So this could be true love or not true love. Okay. So this is the romance of a lifetime. So maybe perhaps this is your true love, but maybe it is not your true love. Maybe perhaps it used to be your true love, but maybe it's not anymore. Okay. Let go of control issues. This card was also horizontal, okay? 3 cards fell horizontal. This is the second. Let go of control issues, okay? Capricorns like to be in control, so that's normally your personality. It seemed like it would be upright because maybe some people are just switching their normal characteristics up, maybe, okay? But anyway, I thought this card was in the upright, okay? The energy I felt from it. It says allow this situation to unfold naturally. So the previous card was true love, and we're not sure if someone was in love, whether it was a true love or whether it was not, okay? But it's saying let go of control issues because apparently someone is not making an effort. So it's almost like a relationship that seems to be falling apart, okay? So the next card is deception. This was the final of the 3 that was horizontal, okay? So someone is either being deceptive or not being deceptive. Maybe in the past they were deceptive, but now they're not being deceptive. So deception is about someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, okay? So it used to be that someone was wearing a false mask, but now perhaps people understand what is going on and what's not going on. And so someone says, well, this is not worth my time, therefore I'm not making an effort anymore. So maybe perhaps there's not deception anymore because maybe everyone's mask is off now, okay? So maybe it was in the reverse. So the next card is healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, now you guys have to figure out, what does this mean? If you're not making an effort, I mean, the card didn't have to fall in the right position, but it seems like Capricorn is not making an effort, or the cross watcher is not making an effort because someone seems like they ditched the situation. So is this worth waiting for? Okay. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Sometimes when people separate, it's for them to grow. So if that card said divine timing is, what did it say? Is at work, then maybe perhaps that person is growing while they are away from Capricorn, or okay. So now we have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I'm going to look to see whether this was horizontal or not. So let me look. Let me see. I don't know. It take me a second to look. Because so far I don't see it, so it probably wasn't, okay? So what that means is, yeah, it was not horizontal, okay? Because I would have wrote it down. So codependency was upright, okay? Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And the previous card was worth waiting for. So that means the partner that left is addicted to something maybe. But it's saying while that person is away from you, maybe perhaps they're healing their problems. So it's saying it's worth waiting for. So even though you feel like it's not worth the effort anymore, perhaps you have to let the other person grow and change. And maybe perhaps you may see whether or not it can work later when they're clear of their addictions. So now it says very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, okay? All right, and this one was in the upright, so there is opportunity for things to maybe work. They're asking you to make the decision, do you want it or do you not? Okay. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. So this, remember how we had the widow, I think, was it widow card in the reverse? So there was a wedding involved. This is a spouse, okay? So the next card is past life relationship. And with this card, I'm not sure if I was picking up weird vibes from this card. It might have fallen with two other cards. And so I'm not sure. This could be a past life relationship, or it could have fallen with the wedding card. But it may not be an actual past life relationship, okay? So with this one, you have to figure that out within the inside of you, okay? Do you feel like this is a relationship that has some type of deep spiritual connection? Sometimes past life relationships can be like karmic relationships where you're like learning lessons from the past, but it's not like about deep love, okay? I think you guys got the true love card in the reverse. And that could be because of someone's addictions. So this actually could be your past life partner that was a true love relationship. It could be a spiritual connection, or it could just be a past life relationship partner that you had to learn lessons from. And let's see. So it just says you have known each other before. Okay, so probably it is supposed to be here. Okay, so the next card is it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay, so for some reason you wanted to give up on it, but apparently your partner has to work through some issues, okay? So the next card is after the storm, okay? Did your partner return back to you? The previous card was it is safe for you to love, okay? Okay, maybe the wedding card here. Remember, okay, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, okay? So that it comes to you now. Now is the key word. So, because the next card was wedding, okay? So maybe perhaps your partner returned at this card at wedding, okay? There's some type of union going on there. It's saying you guys have known each other before and now it's safe for you to love. So the person did apparently return because we have after the storm. Okay? So after the storm means that you just endured something that you had no control over. For Capricorn, I guess that is something that aggravated you probably. So now you are changing to accommodate your newfound skill. What was your newfound skill? It's probably letting go of control. Let me see if that card was upright or reversed. Let go of control issues. It's in the upright, okay? So your new skill, and that's just my way of saying it. That may not be what the card means, but you may have gained a new skill called stop trying to control everything, okay? Maybe sometimes that can run people away. If you want to control everything, people sometimes need space to grow and be themselves and have a free will of their own. So the next card is releasing allegiances in the reverse. And so this means you did not outgrow someone. You thought you wanted to let them go, but apparently you didn't. Either you didn't outgrow them or you're not going to let them go. Okay, so the next card is dream a beautiful dream. Because you had a card saying it was safe for you to love, okay? So far, at least the story doesn't sound terrible, okay? You had issues with your partner. They maybe got over themselves and now you guys are maybe working together again. So now you can try to make your happy lives together one more time. And so now you have legacy of light. This card, I believe, was in the horizontal, okay? So the question is, do you guys have a legacy of light or a legacy of darkness, okay? Which way are you going to go? You just had the card, dream a beautiful dream, okay? So let's just say it is in the upright, okay? Dream a beautiful dream, have a legacy of light. Keep it together and don't release your partner. Okay, so the next card is listening for truth, okay? Instead of listening to what other people said, instead of listening to demeaning comments about either your person or about yourself or about what your person tells you, listening for the truth means, let me see. Okay, there's gossip going on, okay? You have to figure out what's true because you're hearing a lot of gossip. So the question is, what are you hearing gossip about? Okay. We have shock of the new. This card was horizontal. Okay. Shock of the new meaning, are you done with the old way of being? The old way of being for Capricorn was being in control. And there's something kind of important, like don't act like you're perfect, okay? You may want to be in control and you want everyone to think that you're perfect or that you know all the answers, but it's saying find a new way of dealing with this relationship situation. Try to be a person instead of trying to be this perfect authoritative figure who knows everything and always does the right thing, okay? So how do you want to see the situation, okay? I guess you have a choice of adapting your concepts of how a relationship should operate or continuing in the same way and maybe causing the same pattern. Because maybe if you're trying to control your partner, maybe they go drink or do something weird or, you know. Now, there are different types of control. Some people just want to do whatever they want to do and they don't want you to tell you, they don't want you to tell them anything. But I think this has to do with actually being in control, like saying, do it my way or get out of here, you know, like extreme control. So this card is asking, are you going to continue to be controlling and drive your partner away, or are you going to change your behaviors and adapt and learn how to be more loving and accepting and or showing your true face? Because we did have the deception card and it was horizontal. So are you showing your true self to your partner or not? Okay. If you show your true self to your partner, they may find that you're not perfect, that you're human just like they are. Maybe perhaps they will feel better, because then you can't say, do it my way is perfect. So it's kind of like a catch-22. So if you want a real relationship, you have to be real with your partner. You have to show your imperfections as well as your good qualities, okay? So you have to say, look, I'm not perfect. I know you're not perfect. Can we work together to help make each other better, okay? As opposed to, I'm right, I'm the parent, do whatever I tell you to do whenever I tell you to do it, okay? So two different ways you can look at a relationship, but one didn't work in the past. So I'm going to put this down. It doesn't matter which direction I put it down in. So this card is in the world, not of the world. What does this mean? This means, again, what I just said, let go of control. Wow, did I just say all of this? Right, okay. So, yeah, I already explained this to you a while ago. In the world, but not of the world. It seems like it means something else, because like in Christianity, it kind of means something else. It kind of means like be set apart and don't do what everybody else is doing, do the right thing. So maybe you can see this as what I just said a couple minutes ago, or see it as be set apart, do the right thing. I don't know what else. You use your thoughts to figure out what that means for you. Because I would probably take a minute to think about it to tell you maybe more. But you guys can think about it on your own. So I don't know what that means. Maybe you guys know what that means. Okay? Okay. So the next card is Spirals of Manifestation. This card was horizontal. Okay? So maybe you were trying to manifest. Apparently what it seems like is that Capricorn had given up on the relationship and didn't want to invest time. So are you going to choose to invest time now? Or are you going to just let it just slip away out of your hands? You did get a card saying it is safe for you to love. Okay? So what do you want to manifest? Are you going to hold on to the relationship, take care of it, and treat it in a more mature way, where you accept your partner and then you show your true self? Okay? So what do you want to manifest? What do you want out of the relationship? Or are you going to continue in the same way, in the same pattern you had in the past, and maybe cause the same problem to reoccur? So the next card is Visions of Life Beyond Death. This card means you just saw the worst that you thought you could see, and now you see a way beyond, because you had a fright card. You were afraid that you had lost your spouse. So that widower card was that your spouse was gone. It wasn't about death, okay? So visions of life beyond death. I thought I lost you forever, but now that you're back, what happens next? Okay? What are you guys going to manifest? Are you going to make it a better relationship or continue on the same path? So the next card is Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch. This card means allowing what is coming to you to come to you, but you're not going to force the issue. So this might indicate that Capricorn is letting go of control and letting your partner be him or herself, okay? The next card is Big Bold Vision. What does this mean? This is a message of good energy. Success is coming, okay? So it's like you got it. You got a revelation, you get it. You're like, okay, I can't control my partner. I have to be gentle with him or her and let him have a mind of his own, or her have a mind of her own. And so I'm going to do relationships in a different way, and I hope it works out. So the next card is Seeing the True You. This card means see you, don't Don't see what people are doing against you or saying about you. You're saying, okay, who am I really? Am I the type of person who gives love and people are happy to be around me? Or am I the type of person who drives love away because I want to control everything? And however you want to read that, seeing the true you is seeing how your partner sees you, seeing how maybe other people see you, and then seeing what you want to become. Say, I do not want to be what people think I am, or I am okay with what people think I am, and I want to continue to be who I am. I don't know how that resonates for you in your situation, but it's about you reflecting on who you are, who you actually are, not the mask that you're wearing where you're perfect all the time and you're in control, but what is really going on beneath the surface, okay? That's the real you. So the next card is Patience, which was horizontal. Patience, what does this mean? Take your time, smell the roses, enjoy life, build trust. What was previous to that is seeing the true you, seeing the real you. Which one? Seeing the true you, okay? You're being patient with yourself and building trust, I guess, with your partner and enjoying life, not trying to be perfect. Okay, so the next card is at least a good card, okay? Beginnings, all right? This is like a whoops, I think I messed up, let's do this again. So, let's see, I think I explained that well enough. So, and I just explained that the patience card is about building trust. So we do have trust here. In the new beginning, you're building trust like, this is who I really am. I see who you really are. Can we trust each other and can we rebuild this love relationship? Because you guys did have true love, but it might have been in the reverse. So now perhaps you're getting it upright by doing the relation or managing the relationship in the correct way. Okay, so extremes. This card is asking you, what do you do when you lose your job? What do you do when you ran out of money? What do you do when life threw you for a loop and something unusual happened? How do you respond? So how do you respond when your spouse runs out on you and you're not sure if the relationship is dead and gone? I don't know, because this is beyond that point, I think. If you guys had trust for each other and then this extremes card comes up, did somebody do something naughty, like become addicted to something again or take up one of their addictive patterns? I'm not really sure. So let me put this card down and look at the next card, which is Release. This card could have been horizontal, but I didn't write it as horizontal. So are you letting the person go because they're taking up bad habits again? If the previous card to extremes was trust, so it's like you were trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but maybe perhaps they took it to the extreme and did something naughty again, like ran off from you or something, okay? But this is release in the reverse, which means you're holding on to them this time, even if they do something extreme. Maybe perhaps you're not losing your temper with them. Okay. Or, I don't know, look, sovereignty, okay? What is really going on here, sovereignty? This one may be up to for your understanding. It says you're not allowing others to take advantage of you. You're what is it? You want to make your own decisions. Okay, so this is actually interesting. Somebody did something that they wanted to do. Somebody threw you for a loop. Okay? And did you release the person or did you not release the person? It could have fallen in the horizontal and I didn't write it down. I don't know. The person did something extreme. I don't know if you released the person or if you didn't. But if you show up as sovereign, what does that mean? Does that mean you're back in control again? You're going to boss them around again? Or does it mean you're releasing them and you just want to be on your own, okay? It can mean either or. I don't know if this card was horizontal or not, okay? I'm not going to repeat what I just said because that was good enough. So let's go to the next card and see if we'll figure out what happened. So give me 1 second. Okay. So sovereignty. I wonder if you took up back authority again and got back in control and started bossing them around. It says you didn't release them. You probably just became their boss again, their parent instead of their spouse. Self-reflection, what does this mean? It means becoming introverted and seeing yourself for who you are. We had that card before, seeing the true you. So it's like, did you become authoritative again, like a parent? And then you're like, hold on, let me think about whether or not I should do that again. So, and then you came to a realization. What is your realization? Let me see. Realization is when you gain knowledge, you let go of bad patterns and behaviors. So it's like you did try to take authority like you were their parent, but you said, no, let me look within and see if that's the right decision. You said, no, I'm going to release this pattern of being in control. Okay. And then so the unexpected happens. Do you get an unexpected visit? Because maybe the extreme was that they walked out on you and went to cheat or something, but you didn't release them. I don't know if you didn't release them. You were by yourself. You had to look at yourself in the mirror and say, well, who am I really? Why did this person leave me again? You said, I'm going to drop this bad pattern. Maybe you did want to drop the relationship with realization. Okay, maybe. But the unexpected, the person comes back again. So this person seems like a Knight of Wands, like he's coming and going. I don't know if he does it all the time, he or she. But so the person came back again. You guys got back into a physical, intimate relationship again. And then purity. Sorry for the noise. Purity. What does this mean? It means you chose the simplest answer. You're having blind faith. You're going to put your trust in the person. So you're investing energy in the situation again. Okay, but we have blossoming in the reverse. So the situation is not, is it successful? Is it not successful? Is it more about jealousy? Are you jealous of the person for going out, cheating on you or something? And instead of the relationship bearing fruit, it's almost like somebody's mad with someone else. Like Capricorn is mad with their partner for dipping, and they left you, they came back, you gave them a chance. But what happened? You gave them a chance with blind faith, but it still didn't produce the fruit you wanted. It said earlier, it's safe for you to love, but with this person, I guess they're tricky. So let's see. Resistance. The question is, who is being resistant? Okay? Is it Capricorn or is it the partner? I have to wonder what's going on. There's not blossoming because that person needs to be more stable. So Capricorn did mature a bit to try to stop controlling his or her partner, but your partner is not maturing yet. They dropped their addictions, but they didn't fully drop it. They picked it back up again. So I suppose your partner is the one being resistant to having a solid relationship. Okay, so then what happens is abundance is in the reverse. And what does abundance mean anyway? Abundance means possibility and opportunity are lacking. Possibility and abundance are, no, possibility and opportunity are lacking. Your partner's not there. Your partner's scarce. Your partner is resisting you and not there. I don't know if they left again and that's what the message is. So they keep coming and going. So we have change in the reverse. So your situation is continuing in a cycle and it's not changing. Even though you might have changed your behavior, your partner is not. Uh-oh, sorry. Okay, so I'm sorry, still shaking. Okay, so the next card is fear. Fear in the reverse. So the situation is not changing. It's in a continuous cycle of someone cheating all the time or leaving all the time. Excuse me. So, what is it that's going on? Fear in the reverse means courage. So the situation is not changing. Someone has courage. What are they going to do with their courage? Okay, I'm going to guess that's Capricorn having courage. Courage to do what? Clean up bad behavior patterns. And maybe this is your partner, Capricorn. Someone is cleaning up bad behavior bad behavior patterns and trying to become a better person, okay? Capricorn seem to have already done that, so that's probably your partner cleaning up his or her bad ways. So nourishment is an interesting card. Nourishment is about not being jealous. I think Capricorn was the one who was jealous last because the partner was cheating. So I'm not sure who is, someone may still be jealous and they need to work on themselves instead of being jealous, but I'm not sure who's doing what. So I think maybe this is Capricorn still being jealous, and I'm not sure who cleaned up what. Someone was courageous. They cleaned up bad behavior patterns, but maybe Capricorn didn't truly forgive the partner because they're acting good right now, but that doesn't mean that they're going to continue the good behavior because they do this in a cycle, okay? So Capricorn seems to be holding a grudge against their partner. Okay, action. What is the action? This, to me, when I see this action card, I'm thinking somebody's ready to divorce someone else, but I'm not sure, okay? I don't know, I don't know what else that would be. So the next card is discernment in the reverse. Someone is not making a decision on whether or not to invest or trust in this situation or not. I don't know what the action is. The action could be to keep the relationship. The action could be to dismiss the relationship. I'm not sure. On this action card, I'm getting a little confused on what it means specifically. And just because I say something doesn't mean that's the only definition of what's going on. So the action could mean someone is not hiding anymore. Okay? Okay, so hold on a second. Someone was courageous instead of afraid. Someone cleaned up their bad behavior patterns. The other partner, like Capricorn, could have still been jealous. And then the action was maybe the cross watcher stopped hiding, stopped running away. Maybe perhaps when they were gone, they weren't necessarily cheating. Maybe they were. I don't know, but they seem to have stopped doing this. Okay? So discernment in the reverse means what? It means you're taking the opportunity for what it is and you're not making a judgment on it. You're keeping the relationship, Capricorn. Okay. And so we have the final card here, which is darkness. It means you are looking inward and hopefully you released jealousy or other bad habits. So I think that's Capricorn. Either Capricorn or the cross watcher is releasing bad habits and jealousy. Because I think Capricorn is the one who's jealous. Because I think your partner did clean up their bad ways and stop running away. So they stopped the bad cycle of behavior. So Capricorn is maybe not being controlling still and is not jealous. And so maybe both partners healed and are making sense. So maybe perhaps Capricorn has a successful relationship for 2020 after a bunch of trials and tribulations. Okay? So that seems like at least a good ending. It's like a fairy tale story that had a happy ending, even though it wasn't happy throughout the story, through the plot, okay? So if you guys appreciate this reading, hit the subscribe button, the like button, comment, get a personal reading, whatever the case may be, okay? Guys, be blessed and make the right decisions and be the best person you can be, okay? Thank you for listening.